pass me the vape. Pass me the vape. Come on, my brethren, yo, pass me that vape, yo, pass me that vape. Pass me that vape. I got some meat juice and it is top rate, yo. I wanna blow some clouds. Can you hear me now? USA, Europe, everybody, well, I wanna blow some clouds. Can you hear me now? Asia, Australia.
What's going on, YouTube? This is D&D's Vapes coming to you today with a build I am going to do for my Kangertech Subbox Mini. I got some coils in, and they're pretty cool. They're pre-built coils, and I have 24 gauge and 26 gauge 9 wraps, I believe, or 10 wraps of each, and 22 mil in diameter from the inside of the wrap. And I'm going to use the 24 gauge today. I never used those before in my life. And the ohm reading is 0.61 for the 24 gauge, 0.88 for the 26 gauge. So we are going to test these out and see how they work, guys. Let's see if I gotta get a drill bit, because I gotta drill this just a little bit wider. And this is gonna be my new little stand I have here. It's a very heavy little weight in it, and I just got it where it could fit a little bit, but not good enough. It's actually the right size. I just have to do the threading now is what I have to do. So I am going to empty out what I have in here because it's a horrible burnt flavor to this. So I'm going to empty this out, clean it. It needs to be cleaned. I haven't used my tank in a while. Would you do me a favor? Would you rinse this out with warm water and just clean it out for me, please? Be careful because that glass is cracked.
Yep, I've got it.
I got it so it's not leaking finally. And this is my Kangertech Subbox Mini tank. This is the rebuildable coil, and right now I have a little build in here. It's only about 7 wraps, and the build is not good. I mean, it has a burnt taste to it. It's not really great, so that's why I'm going to be building something new for it. Not building, I'm going to be using these coils. Sorry, I keep saying build because I'm used to building, but I'm going to use these pre-built coils and see how they work. This is my first time using a pre-built coil from a company. I'll show you those in 1 second. Look at that. My cotton, everything came right out. That was funny. A little weird there. So, I have this taken apart. I'm going to give you a down bottom view of this. I'm going to get my 521 ohms reader. My 521 tab. This is a nice one I love. Thank you. This is from Geek Vape, their 521 tab, and it's a very nice one. Nice. It's just nice the way they made it. I'm very pleased with it. So it's just a little dirty right now. I'll polish it up for you guys real quick. Give it a little shine for ya. I gotta clean it anyways. But it's a very nicely built one. I'm surprised it came out so nice the way it is. That's as good as I could get it. Well, I wiped it down. It's got some smudges on it, but it's really nice. It does have a fire button, so you could fire your coils and check them and make sure they're burning right. This is the back. The case is magnetic, so you don't have any screws, which makes it very nice to put your batteries in and take them out to charge. And I have some juice that's built in here too. And what I like about this too is it tells you what the readings are for it, and I actually like that. And let me put on my dirty glasses that has e-juice all over them as well. Everything I have or own has e-juice all over it. on this desk because I make my e-juice right here, and I only make small amounts at a time. And yesterday, or the day before actually, I made coconut candy, and that's what I'm going to be using for e-juice today. Is my coconut candy one. It's done steeping. It tastes better. It was tasting on the horrible side when I made it, but you gotta let it steep, obviously, for a while, and it comes out tasting better. So let's go down and check this out and see how this is. All right, guys. Ooh, Thor got in the way here. My little Thor Lego guy. Say what's up, Thor. What's up? I have a big collection of these. So we're gonna do this build, and what we're gonna do is put this in here. Where is I used to have a nice little flashlight that I used to use. I think I got him. This is it right here. Look at that. Oh yeah. This is for you guys to see better. There we go. Much better. Brighter. Much better. Good. I could see better too. So let's build this, alright? I already have coiled builds. I'm going to show you what I'm going to be using. This is from Vaporization. And this is the cotton. It's about $7. You get 10 of these, 10 organic cotton pads, size medium, 50 millimeters by 60 millimeters. And then you have 24 gauge at 0.61, 2 millimeters in diameter, 26 gauge, 0.88, 22 millimeters in diameter. And there's 10 of each, I believe. Yes, 10 of each. There's about 9 wraps on each one of these coils, and I will take these out so you can see them. And I'm going to be using the 24 gauge on this, but they come on this rack here, which is actually pretty nice how they come like this. Let's see if we can get this to zoom in a little better. I guess not. So this is a nice little setup for $7. It's not bad. All you do is you pull this band over. You grab the coil you're going to use, which is, I'm going to go with the 24 gauge. It's a little bit bigger. You take your band and you just put it back on. It'll hold your coils pretty much right there. You could tighten this if you have to. The cotton, I already pre-set it up. So what I did was I peeled off each layer of cotton from each side, leaving me a nice fluffy centerpiece of this medium-sized cotton, and it's very nice for micro coils builds that you're going to be making. It's perfect size cotton, medium. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to making a roll like this, and this is called the Irish roll or the sushi roll. And I am going to be making one with this piece I have here for my coil, and I will do that right after I get my coil on. Now these coils are already pre-built, so all I have to do really is just get it in there, set it up, whatnot. So I'm going to grab my coils actually to make it a little easier for me to insert this. So where are my coils? I think these are them right here. Yep, I got them. These are my coil jig, and 22 in diameter, so I mean 2 millimeters in diameter, so it should be this one. Yep, perfect. I think this one's too big, right? Yep, too big. So this is the one I want to use. Get this box out the way for now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go like this. I'm going to unwrap one. And I might want to use my little needle nose pliers for that so I don't mess it up. And what you do is you just pull on that. Pull on that. That's a little tight, but you pull on it. And then you can set it in place where you want. And that's gonna fit nice, nice, nice. Oops. And that's a lost cause. She is gone. I didn't unscrew that enough. But you put that there. Put this one here. I'm gonna snug this one down just a little bit. Hold it in place. I gotta pick up that piece. I hate when it does that. Oh, it falls all the way in the back. It can never fall underneath my chair. It has to fall all the way by the wall. Alright, well, I got it, and that's the point that matters. So, I'm going to pop this in place. Oops. Let's do that again. Pop that one in. Grab that screwdriver. Snug that one down before it pops out again. There we go. Bring these over like that. Make sure you got your coil set where you want it. And then just go ahead and tighten that right down on each side. Now I am going to be testing these coils to make sure that they are reading where they say they're supposed to read at. And my snips aren't that great. I gotta get new snips. So what I'm doing is just giving these a twist. They'll snap off right at the end, very close where I want it. On top of that, which is even better because it's actually closer than what I could get with tweezers. Same thing with this one. Just grab it, give it a little bend, and that will snap right off where you need it to. Make sure these are snugged. Let's hit the ohm reader. One thing before, let's do it now. 0.53. Now, what did I say before? These are reading at 0.61, 0.88. Now, the reason why this is reading a little lower is because the one wrap I took off from the coil is now reading 5.3. So it's just gonna hit a little bit better in my case, how I see it. So let's fire these up, pulse the coil, and you see that how the power is running through cuckoo. Well, we could fix that very easily. All you do is you just grab your tweezers. You really don't even have to squeeze these guys. All you have to do is strum it like a guitar and just strum it, and a lot of times that's all you have to do. And there you go, see? And they'll start from the middle and work their way out. And look at how beautiful that is, working with just strumming it. The tweezers are good for just adjusting it, pretty much putting it where you want it. And that's basically where I want it. I'm going to use the coil, and I'm actually going to set this down just a tad bit lower to make sure I clear the top. And that is sitting very nice, as you can see, guys. Turn off that light, and you can see that she is going good. Here we go. Ready? Look at that glow. Oh yeah, she's glowing nice. She's a glowing nice. It's funny because it looks like the camera picks up the glow a lot sooner than I could see it with my eyes. Like right now, the coil is not hot at all, and I can see the red in the camera. I don't see any red in my eyes here. So in the camera, it does get red faster. See, I can still see the redness in the camera. Ah, that's cool. That is cool. Camera can see better than I could, which is not, nothing surprising to me. All right, so we're gonna do the Irish roll, guys. It's what I'm gonna use for this build. So we're gonna just give it a nice little roll. Hopefully I could do it. And give it a roll. I'm not gonna need a whole solid roll of this, so we are gonna be cutting it short. So I think that should be about good right there. I'm gonna just tear this piece right off. Just like that, guys. And that is going to be your insert, and it should be able to go in no problem. So what I'm doing is I'm wetting the end. Wet the end a little bit. You don't have to. I do, and it really holds it in place where you're going to need it, so you can insert it in there and pull through the other end. See? Simple as that. And I think that's the spot that's working the best right there. That's what I like. So now what I'm going to do is grab my scissors, and I am going to cut that literally right about there. When you put your tank on, your chimney on, you're going to want to make sure that these two holes are covered with your cotton, and make sure that the right amount of oil e-juice is going to flow through those holes properly. If not, you will get some dry hits as you're taking your drags on this. And as long as you're not a chain smoker or a chain vapor, you shouldn't have too many problems with it drying out. If you are a chain vapor and it is drying out, then you should do some adjustments on your cotton, to allow more juice to be able to get in. If not, you will get burnt dry hits from your cotton, and it doesn't taste very well when you do that. So right now I am just making sure my cotton is in each side. Let me shut this off. I'll show you guys quickly how that looks. And what I did was I make sure that the cotton is covering each hole. You want to make sure that inside here that the cotton's not covering everything, because that air has to come up through the hole in the middle and hit on that coil, so it cools off and gives you that nice cool hit in there. So let's get this nice and wet and primed, and then we're gonna fill her up. We're gonna vapor and see how she goes. So let's go up top, which ain't much. And drop stuff on the same time. There. All right. So now, since I dropped my my flashlight here. All right. So now we're gonna just use some coconut candy juice. And this is one that I made yesterday, no, 2 days ago, sorry. And I put her in a drawer, let her sit for a while, so she's tasting a lot better. I made it the other day, and it did not taste very good. I gave it a little taste test at first, and it was horrible, man. Ugh. But obviously, you have to let it sit for a while. So we're gonna get this all nice and wet, just like that. Make sure that juice soaks right through them coils nice. So there we go. Don't touch any of them. Alright, now I'm going to put my chimney on. Oops. And try that again. Put my chimney on. You want to make sure that's nice and snugged. It will slide. It will unscrew if it's not snugged the right way, the right amount. This will unscrew and come off with your tank there. So that's how it's going to look all together. Well, not all together, but partial of the way. So let me just wipe my fingers off. And we are going to fill up the tank. And this is the tank. This is a bottom fill. And basically all you do is when you take it off, you fill it up. You make sure you don't pass the chimney extension in there. And what you want to do is just fill her up just to the top of that. Just to the top of that. And you can see that crack, man. Look at that crack. It was leaking, but I got the leak to stop. Thank God, because it's the only tank I have. And I already had broken the glass once, got a new one, and now I cracked this one. And finally decided to get one of the bands that go around it, the grip bands, also a protector. But they are grip bands. They're supposed to help you hold your devices in your hand. And if you have a tank, they're great for protecting your tank. but they're great for mech mods as a piece of something to help you hold it and grip it better. Fill this up. One more squirt should be good, just about. Ah, that's good. Now we're gonna test it out and see how she vapes. Alright, let's put this on. I never tighten her tight, I just snug her on. Notice the tighter it gets, the more problems I end up having with it. Kanger box with all pretty colors on it. It's not a skin, it's just stickers I put on there. And we are gonna go full blast on this. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna be going with 30 watts with the airflow wide open on this, and it should taste pretty good. So let's try it out. It's not bad. I could use a little sweetener in it, I think, but I don't have any. I gotta order some. It's alright. It's not that bad. I think I could have done a little better on flavor wise. Not too pleased with it. Not too pleased with it, but I guess this will work. Well, this is my review today. If you guys want some pre-made coils, if you don't feel like building them, you could go to eBay. This is where I got these from, or vaporization.com, I believe it is. So guys, thank you for your time on this review. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. So, peace out, guys. And remember, smoking's old news, man. Leave them cigarettes alone and vape. God bless. Have a good day. And vape on. Vapors. Vape on.